Back to throw, it's Sayin. Got rid of it just in time.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Maybe a crease. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
LSU right back to the line. He wants to change this route. On third down, he drops to throw. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
I know this offense came out here in the second half hoping to build on their one-possession lead, but after that incompletion, I think the smart thing is to just kick it away here and let your defense play and try to get it back.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Say it. Looking to the big tight end. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Sayin. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Fires quickly. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the first down, lower my shoulder, be physical. My team needs a couple more yards to get the first down, and dude chose to run out of bounds.
4th down, Sayin. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Middle of the end zone. He's got it. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football-type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Almost had the completion, just missed it.
You just got to have better concentration if you're the wide receiver. I know it feels like a routine completion. You still got to get 2 hands on the ball and look it in. That's a bad drop.
They'll move the wide receiver. To the air, it's Levin. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. LSU quick to the line.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at in the field, lose the down and distance. It's 3rd down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lowering the shoulder to get the 1st down on 3rd down.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Got it. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it. It'll be 3rd and long. Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
Well, it looked like the offense
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On 4th down, looking to pass. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On 4th down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Looking to throw, it's Levin. Here's a heat. Buried before he completes.
That's a great individual effort by him right there. When I think about Ohio State football, too, especially on defense, right, it's the legacy of the Silver Bullets, guys flying around, giving great effort and getting to the football, but it all has to start up front on the D-line. You've got to be dominant at that position, and right there, you just saw that, the ability to win one-on-one and make a play.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Final play of the quarter coming. Throw it, say it. Pressure coming. It's incomplete, and we'll change ends of the field now. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. Can't wait to see how this fourth quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. So the final period starts with a second down play. Wants to throw. It's Sayin. Fires to the tight end. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. Sayin finds his tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
He's got an open man. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
And what a great job by the QB, man. Seeing the blitz, understanding I got to get the football out of my hands as soon as I possibly can, and he puts it on the numbers to his receiver where he can get those yards after the catch. Great timing, but more importantly, great job seeing what that...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. To throw, it's Levitt. Got the back over the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Snagged out of the air. Runs through, man. He might have some space. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Handoff, Durham running left. Plows through the defense.
And man, this is a big 3rd down coming up. What is this offense going to lean on? They've tried the run, they've tried the pass. Hasn't been great. They've got to put something together here trailing the 4th quarter.
He might want another play. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He wants a big play here late. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again.
Big man has it. It's a first down and goal. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
Got to give this defense tons of credit. How good have they been on the back end in coverage? Just feels like every time this QB has thrown the ball, it's been contested. They haven't given up a lot of yards, and they need to continue to be great in coverage with the lead in this 2-minute situation.
Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it. He's got it for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they're a single point behind.
Great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game. Now, all you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
And they are a mere extra point away from tying this game. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. And what a huge score and extra point there to get it tied in the final minute. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's Julian saying to throw. Under fire. Man, did he pay for it, but that hit as he got rid of the ball.
And I like it. Very smart defense. Understanding the clock. Understanding they're going to try to push the ball down the field. Great job playing deep. Breaking on the football. Making sure that receiver doesn't catch it. Smart IQ defense.
To the air. It's Sayin. Pocket breaking down. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. From the gun on third down, Sayin. Throws for the tight end. On target to the left. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Here's Sayin to throw. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
And that incompletion's okay. Again, what is the goal on this drive? The goal is to get a field goal. I don't need a touchdown. So I need to be able to take advantage of any space that they give me right here so I can make this kick shorter, make my kicker feel comfortable, because everybody knows we're not trusting a kicker in a big moment to make a long field goal.
Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Decisions, decisions, decisions. If you're the quarterback right now, that's the most important thing. You cannot put the football in harm's way. Tie football game late, but with these timeouts in your back pocket, you've got an opportunity to drive the field and win this thing. You just cannot throw the ball to the other team.
The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. And the Buckeyes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Again, it's Sayin. All kinds of time to survey the field, and he throws left.
Well, we're here late in the game, and this offensive line is still getting the job done. He had all day long to throw that football here. In the fourth quarter, these guys haven't slowed down, but he's not able to come up with a completion.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Say it. Throws to the tight end. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down.
Yeah, and that's fine. Listen, it's go time. Right now it's coming up on third down. You probably got 2 downs anyways. It's the fourth quarter. It's time for this QB to take charge.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Saying back to the air. Fires to the right. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, you look at the clock. We've got time for one more.
Guys, I can't believe this. They must not trust their defense at all. They're leaving the offense out there, and they're going to go for it here. You want to talk about a high-risk decision. Saying to throw for it on fourth. Converts on fourth down. Still going. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays. Back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
The Buckeyes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Throwing, say it. Gets it out quickly. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Again, it's Sayin. Here's the pressure. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. Staring at a third and long here in this first overtime possession. Sayin from the gun on third down. He caught it. Touchdown, Ohio State. They jump on top here in OT. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
And he added the extra point. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. The offense changing the play. To the air, it's Levitt. Fires to the wideout. Oh, and they pick it off. What a huge defensive play in overtime. And the takeaway will put the finishing touches on this one. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that. Stadium, Baton Rouge. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and the LSU Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, the LSU head coach told me before the game, here at home with this conference opponent and heated rival coming in, this is an opportunity to make a name for themselves in the conference. The SEC is off to a competitive start, and they have got to prove themselves here today. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. Fielded in the end zone, it's Alexander. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacey. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16. The Rebels will hustle to the line.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Lacey. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game. Now they'll face 3rd and 4 in their first possession of the game. From the gun, wants to pass. Here he goes breaking the pocket. They get to him as he throws.
You just got to wonder, too, guys, if McCrowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first 3rd down of this football game. Incomplete.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
Yeah, and I tell you what, that takes some onions to go for it in your own territory like that. I mean, they're treating this like it's a video game. They don't even care. They don't worry about the outcome. No big deal.
Great place to start for this offense. The run inside. It's Berry. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back. It's Levin. Makes the grab. It's Brown. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. And, guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
Coming out with it, it's Alexander. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking. Touchback. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down.
Going for the big play. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
And for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket. And good perimeter defense. He rolls to the right. Everybody's still covering their guys, moving across the field with the QB. Nowhere to go with the football.
And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. On fourth down, looking for the completion. And he will go down. Couldn't get rid of it in time, and the defense gets a sack on fourth down.
Man, your goal of a defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now they go for it on fourth down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the first half.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Timeout is called, and they got it just in the nick of time before the delay of game penalty. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. This offense has it with really good field position. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. They'll give him maybe 1 on the play. It's down to the 20.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
So now it's 2nd and long. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the... The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And now the offense will back it up 5 and try it on 2nd and long. Looking for a crease. It's Berry. And the defense drags him down. LSU right back to the line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Going for it all. Touchdown, Tigers. Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
And this is the part of the field where you gotta love to have the big tight ends. These guys are used all over the field now. Find those mismatches. Palmer, nice throw, nice catch.
Man, I remember a time when tight ends were good for 5-yard out routes and blocking. How nice is it to have a guy with this guy's size and speed to stretch the field vertically, get into the end zone quickly, and be a great target for you? That's every quarterback's dream.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. These 2-point conversions are tricky enough. You don't want to add to the degree of difficulty by backing up 5. Then perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wants to throw on first down. Plenty of time as he fires it to the right. Makes the grab in their space. Carried it all the way down to the 35-yard line before they finally got him stopped.
And, man, if you want to make big plays down the field, that's how it's done. It starts up front with the offensive line, and he had so much time to go through his progressions and then go through it again, man. So much time in the pocket. He delivers the big play down the field. Kudos to that offensive line right there.
Wants to fire on second down. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the left. And a confident throw and catch, and they're in the red zone at the 13. And the Rebels moving quickly to the line. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Stepping to the right. Blasted as he lets it go.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Guys, LSU has the lead here. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Caught, and he will score! Touchdown, Ole Miss! They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Two-point conversion attempt is on the way. He's looking to throw. Using the quick game. Into the end zone for the two-point conversion, and they trail by only 2. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. One-score game, still the first half, and they want the ball right back, going for the onside kick. And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Moving out to the right. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Firing to the right, complete. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Rebels headed quickly to the line. D showing blitz, they might be bluffing. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
And I feel like that was predetermined. They told him in the huddle, man, chuck that thing down the field. Like, haven't run the ball well, haven't thrown it well. They haven't really gotten started off on the right foot in this football game. Looks like they're still searching for answers, for something that they can get some momentum going.
And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the first down.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo.
Breaks into the open. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Rebels.
Well, on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up, so it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pass.
No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. On the run, it's Berry. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. He's going to throw it from his own end zone. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
I absolutely understand the thought process of this offense. The defense has to cover 99 yards. I'm okay with throwing the football, but, man, you got to throw that thing aggressively.
It's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And then that is exactly what you want to do. When the quarterback runs the football, you want to be physical. You want him to feel you. You want to make sure you land on top of him, hit him hard. This defense, very physical. Get the football out, force the fumble, get the big play for the D.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chance, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Running inside, it's Durham.
I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Motion from the wideout. Back to throw, it's Levin. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the grab on 3rd down, and that is a rare drop for this guy.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, going to the air. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
Hey, at this point of the game, 4th and short, no problem going for it. 4th and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
They'll go to the air. Got his man. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. And the Rebels want to pick up the tempo. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. From the gun, wants to pass. Floating away. Lets it fly. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Those are teaching moments. Close games down the stretch. I know you're in the first half here, but when you get outside the pocket and you're in scoring range already, those are tough pills to swallow. You can't give up points. You can't give up fourth down opportunities. Bad play, big mistake. There's still a lot of time left in the game where you can make it up.
Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Duro. Crosses the 30, he's got away. There he goes. At the 30. He's at the 10. Into the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, the defense has got to be kicking themselves. They have the offense pinned back so deep in their own end. It's one thing to give up a completion, but you can't let the receiver go the entire distance and score a touchdown. Bad job on the back end by the D.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking downfield on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Fields. Shakes a man, and he might take off. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. Looking to throw on first down. He just got rid of the football. Not sure what he was doing, and they're going to get him for grounding. And after that play got sideways, the intentional grounding brings up second and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He'll let it go to the left. Makes a grab deep. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Wants to throw it again. Pulls it in. It's Fields. At the 20, he's got space. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Now we got a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with. Touchdown, Rebels. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, all the different time management situations this head coach was using in the first half has led to this moment specifically right here. This is exactly what he wanted to have happen. He wanted to score a touchdown at the end of the first half, take a lead, knowing he's got the ball first in the second. All of a sudden, this thing starts blowing wide open for them, and all the momentum is on their side.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Maybe if he could have eluded just 1 or 2 more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. 1 more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Berry. He's got the first down, but he'll need a lot more than that on this final play. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. And a few anxious moments, but the Hands team is able to fall on it.
Man, how about that? You come out of the locker room, you just had a little bit of a break, you rested, you told your club we're going to come out, and now we're going to be aggressive. We're going to kick an onside, even though we're winning and you failed. Now this defense better step up and respond.
So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can...
Gets away from one, finds room. Touchdown, Tigers! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. He'll bring it out. It's Alexander. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. To the air on first down. They've got the screen set up. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. The Rebels want to crank the tempo.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down.
Oh, he's got some space. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Going right and going deep. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. The run inside. It's Lacey. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Offense, quick tempo.
Guys, you just say Magnolia Bowl, and it sounds elegant and pristine and reserved.
And Ole Miss and LSU, anything but. Charges of clock malfeasance, downright cheating back in the old days just to get a leg up in this rivalry game.
It feels like they've been playing this game since the Louisiana Purchase and Napoleonic Law. They've been playing it forever down south in an area of the country where sometimes it just feels like it matters more. I can't wait to see what happens today.
And I love what Reese says. Cheating, yeah. If you're not cheating, you're not trying. And both these schools, obviously.
Lost one deep down the right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds a man on the left. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, 2nd half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the 2nd half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
Just keep slinging it. Touchdown, Rebels. Back and forth they go as these 2 high-powered attacks continue to flood the end zone. Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get to the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed a play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it was a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. They got it, able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. Rebels offense is back on the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Running inside, it's Lacey.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Bought a little time, lets it go. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And this offense stays aggressive, and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Rebels want to move quickly. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. The short hands, it's Hobbs. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line. They want to run this quarterback. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the defense is just about out of room to defend. They are backed up right on the doorstep. Push forward on the sneak. Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Rebels! Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the 2nd half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Snap to the back. He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead. That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but better job by the hands team falling on the football.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Under fire. And he just flat dropped it. I think to run before he secured it.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. With a double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they get to him.